Hello, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Some people said they missed the delayed 2. There's one for you. How you doing? I'm doing alright. A little continuity correctness because I haven't been doing as much recording lately. I've been feeling like I might do a little bit extra today, but I've been, no, I haven't been feeling it. More accurately, like last month, I had nothing I felt like I wanted to do, so I just played a bunch of Monster Train. This month, I have like a bunch of games I want to play. Oh my god, I almost random. That would have been embarrassing. Today we're awoken. That would have been bad. Imagine randoming. Ugh, not me. Never. I think after I finish this cycle, we'll go into when we get to the exiles. I'll go exile. I was also thinking instead of rotating this way, I could just do only new stuff. Do you guys want that instead? How much do you want the old clans? Because I know Dusk hasn't been playing the old clans at all. I am also willing to do that because also if I don't force any of the old clans as my primary, I can avoid starts like this. How exciting. I have been feeling like, especially in the Savagery, they've been giving me some really bad runs lately on the stream. I've had a few really bad Awoken runs. I'm thinking that Awoken might actually just have trouble winning the game, which is crazy because I thought no one had trouble winning the game, but Awoken's been having a lot of trouble winning the game lately. Let's get to it. It's Pyre Hunter as Savagery, and we get Crucible Warden as our starter, which is okay. Life Mother's Pyre gives me some ideas for how we'll proceed. However, we are not great here. Just off the rip, not great. I'll take Root Split Mask, it's fine. And I think we should play Cultivating. We're gonna be desperate for ways to scale our units. And so I think Cultivating is going to be the way. And I think I'm gonna have to avoid this Umbra banner as well. Yeah, I don't think Spike Sentient isn't bad, but you need to have some sort of future. And Spike Sentient doesn't have a future, she just does like 40 damage. Invasion Trial, no problem. I will take some damage if I must. But we have healing. We have Awoken. Yeah, we have Restore, Awoken's healing card. We'll just play double top floor. I don't care about the gorging here too much. I think we just play a few Restores and sit tight. I guess I should play a Morsel, yeah, because a damage Morsel is actually pretty good. And top floor gives us more time to kill enemies. I am kind of just ignoring the curses, but I think you almost have to in this fight. I don't know if you have much of a choice but to ignore the curses. Unfortunately, I don't have a ping in my starting deck, so I will just be taking these curses and they won't do any, or I won't be able to do anything about it. It's a little tough, I would say, but maybe it'll be okay. I am actually maybe a little weak here. I might immediately have to replay this fight. I don't think so, right? Because I think that the Morsels plus Immortal trade should do enough. And we mitigate the negative draw, like the -2 draw here by just having Cultivating Sentient, right? Spear Steward, get in there. I would really like to kill this Sycophant. Oh, wait, have you been cultivating yourself this whole time? I guess you must have. But like, surely one... Oh my god, it's been cultivating the morsels. That's how that works. I forgot. It's been cultivating the morsels. Of course it has been. That's how it works. Where's my cultivate going? It's going to the morsel. They're in the way. That's pretty true. Well, not ideal. Probably not the end of the world, though. I think I should play Spear Steward down here. And this sting isn't helpful, so I should sting here to save some HP. It's gonna save me one hit on the Pyre, I believe. Can't believe I forgot about cultivating the morsels, man. Oh, well, I'm gonna win now for sure. I was like, I don't know, am I gonna survive this? Yeah, there's double Immortal trade. There's 8 lifesteal. We're actually fine. I'm gonna take my 6 damage and we're gonna leave this fight. I might have actually made it if I didn't cultivate the morsels. Oh, 7 damage. My apologies. If I didn't cultivate morsels, I might have saved 4 there, but I really don't sweat the little bits of damage in this first fight. I've come back from taking like 30 and 40 in this fight before. 7? Who cares? Razor Sharp Edge is good. I do think that while Awoken is dog shit, having the access to Razor Sharp Edge and just skipping the Titans is sometimes really good. I will not be sad when Razor Sharp Edge as an exploit goes away, because then this clan will hopefully be good. I have no pings, so I should probably pick Mind Collapse here, but it is really good to have Perils as an idea, so I'm going to take this because there's very few ways to scale. And I am actually going to make the executive decision here. This is a rare case where I think you have to go to the right. I think you must go over here. Because, like, Umbra units and Awoken units hate each other. They have no synergy. So we just have to go look for Awoken, because Awoken has the ability to at least play the game here. And we get Shattered Shell. Now, unfortunately, cultivating Sentient into Savagery Seraph just doesn't work. You have to play the quick to play Quick Sweep. You can't, you just can't play, you can't play Cultivating Sentient as your plan into Savagery Seraph. You can't tank these waves, right? It's not possible. Anything good here? No. No. I should maybe roll for Holdover Perils. I think it's not a terrible idea. Okay, so now we have something to do. Right, we have a source of damage scaling, which is not the baddest thing in the world. I am going to play quick on my Shattered Shell if I can. It is a bit bad some of the time, but in this case it is good. And not only good, I think you have to. I think the old style of no quick Shattered Shell is gone. I don't think you can do it anymore in the Savagery Seraph. So basically the Sentient is just a nice little bonus, is how you want to think about it. It's nice if she gets hit, but it's not that important anymore. And we'll let Crucible Collector sit top floor, and he'll be our boss killer, because this is not a great boss killer. And we actually gain energy on this turn, which is nice. Let's play Calcified Ember. And I would like, you know what I realized? I actually played a run with Dominion Pyre and Awoken, and I started the game with Awoken Hollow, and I had a very good run of that. And it's interesting to think about, because the main reason my run was good was because I started with Awake, and Awake is like heal 30. It's crazy how, and you can't make Awoken starting card a better healing card, right? Because if it's better than Restore, it's going to be kind of OP, surely. But it is insane to me just how much better it is to have one really good healing card instead of like 5 shitty ones. I don't know exactly what you do about this to make Awoken's early game better, but it was a very interesting observation of like, oh wow, with Awake, my Awoken Hollow can actually survive the early game. Amazing. Because like there's no coming back from the damage in these fights, you know? You're just taking so much. Something to think about. I have, if you didn't see it, they did announce the new cards, or they teased some of the new cards for the old clans. They look cool. I'm excited to see them. I don't need Glimmer here. I'll take another Razor Sharp. And Prismal Dust is good here. Maybe you can tank these waves. Probably not, even with Prismal Dust. Unfortunately, this is another run of Quick plus Sweep. Unfortunately, also, it's the only real conceivable line here into Savagery Seraph with this clan combo. I think if you play anything else, you're just going to get beat. I'm pretty sure you should pivot to Awoken Hollow here, because I have to play Quick, which means the Revenge Cultivate is gone. So I'll just play Awoken Hollow. And this is not bad, by the way. This is not a bad outcome, because the Sentient is still a draw relic, which is really good. Now, I have to play Quick. I would like to play Smidge, but I can't, and I need to play Titanite on Awoken Hollow, most likely. Go to full or go to 1. I don't think it's ever go to 1. I don't think I'm ever going to 1 HP. By the way, I'm pretty sure that I said this somewhere. I don't know where I said this. This might have actually been in a video that didn't make it to see the light of day. But I believe I once said, and I'm just going to take Smidge here because it's cheap. And there's a reason to do this. The reason to do this is that sometimes this run is really bad. And if this run is really bad, I need room for a second Shattered Shell on the floor. It is something I have done in recent memory. Anyway, I said that if you get early plus Pyre HP, you get more Pyre HP over the course of the run. That is wrong. I don't believe it works like that anymore. I think each pyre has a flat amount that goes with it, and yeah, that's about it. You're gonna go here, and you're gonna go here. There was like, I thought I had more to say after that, but there's not. There's nothing else to say. Each pyre has a flat amount of HP up that goes with it, is my current belief. And so, like, whatever this pyre gets, it gets every time. We may as well Immortal Trade for the Awoken Hollow. It's nice. You can see, though, that as soon as we leave this area, 180 health enemies are going to barbecue us. We do not have damage scaling right now. We're going to get smoked. But that's okay, because we have time. We can see... We have the HP to survive probably 2 fights like this, which is not that bad. And we scale up an okay amount over time. So if we're playing a fight that lets us play top 4, we'll also be okay. Here's a mechanics pop quiz for you that I don't know. If an enemy is rooted in fight 4, and you spawn, or the boss spawns that pulls all enemies to the bottom floor, do rooted enemies get pulled? I don't know. I have no idea how that works. An interesting thing that we will hopefully one day learn. If you know this, please let me know. I will, at this point, I will take what you say at face value. I'm a little skeptical at the start of the game's life cycles to be like, oh yeah, I'm sure this thing that you said is true. But these like super niche circumstances are things where like, if you saw this, you would probably remember how it worked. Because it's super weird. These aren't good, I'm afraid. I don't think it's adaptive mutation for anything, although we do have rage, so it is some HP, but I don't think it's enough. But maybe if I play like 2 double stacked perils, I could see it, and it's not too expensive to take this, so I'm down. Maybe the worst unit in the game. I'm sorry, Steel Singer. And then this is going to be double draw because we're playing through perils, and we're just going to draw 8 per turn, which is a huge benefit. It's a big value point. Now, Awoken and Umber Relics are both going to be terrible, so we'll go left. And we'll take a look at the magic shop. Intrinsic is interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to go ahead and let Cultivating go all the way. We could probably just play an extra unit with Cultivating. So you could play like 2 intrinsic holdover perils, right? It's a lot of draw loss, but we're going to have a lot of draw. Plus 6 rage is plus 12 attack per round. I do think I'm supposed to roll for double stack or spell chain instead, because there's 2 hits that do effectively the same thing for me here. And then there's a duplicate here. Yeah, so I don't think it's intrinsic. I think I will play... Well, no, this is where if you buy intrinsic, then you roll, you might not have enough money to buy everything else. I can buy a -1, which I think is good, and I'm going to put it on Razor Sharp Edge, and then we're going to go ahead and re-roll. Damn, that's really sad. We can play Holdover Razor Sharp Edge just for more damage scaling. And then we could even duplicate it. I think this is not bad. Plus 20 per round is okay. It's not exactly what I wanted. I missed... So it's Intrinsic Holy Stone, Spell Chain Permafrost... Intrinsic Holy Stone, Permafrost, Holdover... What did I miss? Remove Consume, Spell Chain, Double Stack is what wasn't here. That's a shame. The good news is we can duplicate at any time with our Pyre. Oh, sorry, I should not pay for this duplicate, though. That's wrong. I mean this duplicate. And then I need to go steal. And then here it's going to be a choice based on what I see in this next steel shop. Probably magic. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to grab another of these razor sharp edges, I believe. This is 6, this is 10. I'm gonna duplicate the perils, because this is 6 damage, but it decays. I think it's okay. I think I'm supposed to take the perils, because what if I see Spell Chain and Double Stack in the next fight? Or not in the next fight, but in the next magic shop, right? Maybe it's Razor Sharp Edge? This is actually really close in my mind. I don't know which is better. It's like, this has slight better valuation with Adaptive Mutation, but Adaptive Mutation isn't that good right now. I'm gonna take another Razor Sharp Edge. Yeah. We could also try to play through Adaptive Mutation, I don't know. Titan Skin 4 is a lot. I have to take this though. The big value point is that we have extra Pyre HP. You have to play to take the damage, I believe. And I also think I'm going to play top floor here. Like this. Because I think I need the root to help me out. And then we can get value out of Cultivating Sentient, which is nice. And we can just throw in like the 20 damage base attack guy. I have to focus on healing up here, though. I need to make sure that I don't let Shattered Shell die. That's a big part of this. Let's see if there's a lifesteal morsel in here. There isn't. Don't cultivate the morsels. And I don't want to early Immortal trade. We do draw through our deck in like 3 turns, which is really good, because I should almost always draw my important cards quickly. Just remember, this is Kel the Corruptor. What do I get? I get 6 from Restore. So I should actually Restore. I was going to say Prismal Dust is good here, but I should do this because it's actually... Well, the first one is 6. Every one where I get Regen is 6, though, because I'm not going to Regen Infinite. So yeah, it's fine like this. The healers are going to fuck me up. I'm going to take a lot of damage because of them. I do believe. Here's Perils. Here's Razor Sharp. Here's Razor Sharp. Actually, I think I have scaled fast enough that I'm not actually that weak. I will give up a Cultivate, I think. Oh no, it doesn't matter. If you're doing regen, the Cultivate doesn't go to the Morsel. So I will give this up for Lifesteal 1, which is very good. Nice to have. It's an extra rejuve trigger, and it just makes sure he doesn't die. And how much do I get off of Adaptive Mutation? Not enough. You don't Adaptive Mutation here until we get the second one of it. So Adaptive Mutation is actually useless until I dupe it. I should have done -1 dupe. I should have prioritized that a little higher. That is what I missed in this run, I would say. And thank you to Root Split Mask for this one, I must say. We would be in a little bit of trouble without you. No reason to Immortal trade. Well, I should Immortal trade here for more rejuve triggers, actually. And may as well take a damage shield. The boss is 5 Corruption, and we have 25 HP, but we take extra rounds of Corruption, so at this point I think I need to stop playing Perils. You could just Adaptive Mutation, actually. This seems like it's pretty reasonable. 181 is a lot of HP. Then you can Razor Sharp Edge 50 more attack back, so you're going to be 93, 181. I think that's the right idea. You do lose future Cultivates, but that's okay with me. I think it's a good trade, and no enemy's going to go by, of course. I think it's the right trade. As long as we go up plus 40, I'm pretty sure we should do enough damage now. If this boss kills us from here, I mean, he's just OP, surely. I believe you should live the 10 rounds it takes to kill him. Yeah, as expected. Not bad. And I didn't even have to risk it by playing Perils. So thank you, Adaptive Mutation. I think this might have been a little tough. I'm not sure exactly how it would have worked out, but Adaptive Mutation, good pick. Pyre is nothing. Invigorating Solution is not worth the Ember, and Edge Pyre is bad. Okay. Ember Forge. Ember Cache, Crucible Extension, all bad. Nothing. As expected, the mid-game is going to be a whole lot of nothings in here, I do believe. Now, Multi-Strike, we basically have Multi-Strike with Root Split Mask, right? And there is a duplicate here, so I'm actually going to go to the right, because this path has a bunch of trash on it. So I'm going to go hit up this magic shop instead. Please, there's gotta be one. Right? Surely one of them in here. I'm gonna go -1 Adaptive Mutation. Permafrost, Intrinsic. Intrinsic and Permafrost are both kind of meaningless. I kind of like Intrinsic Sting for turn 1 draw, but it's not that good. It's basically +2 draw first time through the deck, though, because you're losing the draw of Sting and you're gaining +1 draw, which is sort of nice. Because we can play for getting to Perils and Razor Sharp Edge quicker. I don't think I want to spend the money on this because my money is really valuable here. I do have a lot of things to buy, and we don't have good economy. So we go to what? We go to 220, then the roll is 75, so we're at 145. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave here at like 30 gold if I buy this. I think it's no good. Spell Chain, I accept. Spell Chain Perils is good. That'll do. And then we're gonna go to the alcove first. Before the duplicate. I will not give you my root split mask. Historian's Razor is it's +7. It's such a strange relic because it's like such a minor upside and such a heavy downside. But I'll never get 10 relics in this run. We're poor anyway. So this is effectively just like I think it counts itself, so it's +7 attack. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna grab a second copy of Spellchain Perils. And now that's a lot of rage every turn. We have decent damage scaling in this run now. Not great, but decent damage scaling. Unfortunately, I have not seen the best damage scaling card in our run, or for our run, which would have been... What's it called? Void Binding, man. That would have been the one. I think multi-strike doesn't matter here. I do have to play a higher floor. Like, I have to play top floor, which makes me a little bit worried about the Undying one. What I probably want to do in this fight is slip in a Train Steward on the top floor. I have Spear Stewards in this deck, right? Yeah, so I should slip in one of those guys once we're scaled. And so I don't have a way to overstack my floor here, which would be nice. I'll keep these guys together. I guess maybe I shouldn't, because I could fit in Field Steward instead. It's scary too because of the sap. I need to be sure I'm one-shotting these sap guys, and I think I am. Oh, I'll just play Immortal Trade. I just stacked this card, I get it. So I need to stop scaling my Shattered Shell at a certain point. What is that certain point? It's probably 90. Well, I don't need to stop scaling, but I need to be careful that I don't overspend my draws, basically. Yeah, this guy dying is really big. I think we just send it and we let the sap happen. It's 6 sap, it's not the end of the world. I will put this Spear Steward in, because I don't really need the HP on you. And these collector draws have been really unfortunate, though. I think I've gotten one, actually, so it's not that bad. Okay. Yeah, the bottom floor cleaning up the sap enemies is a huge value point for us. Like, this is a big shift in how this run plays out. And the Sentient lives. What a legend. And this guy took enough damage. They're actually, like, they're doing decent damage in this mid-game. I gotta give it to them. Okay, and now we have 7 lifesteal stacked up here for my Awoken Hollow. I just want to get to like 15 and then I'm confident. Yeah, here's another Immortal Trade. I'm worried because I'm not drawing many cards and the Sentient's about to die, which is -1 draw. But once I get to here, it's no more damage. So I'm going to stop playing the Razor Sharp so that I can draw Immortal Trade again, because now we're -1 draw, so I'm only drawing 2 per turn now. So I'm gonna play 1 Perils only, and that'll let me get more lifesteal for Relentless. A very interesting looking fight, because I think the Sentient plus Collector floor bottom floor actually saved me infinite value. They did a lot more than I expected, and then we get in the 5x damage shield as well. We should more than be fine here. This is where, though, if you get into Adaptive Mutation, you Adaptive Mutation twice, and our spot is... What? Really? I bet if I do this, it fixes it? Yeah. I have to think about it. That sap must have put him under the threshold where he escaped sap velocity with lifesteal and he died. Weird. Yeah, he's like, because he's not positive until he gets to 22 attack. So that one more sap was one less round where he was positive. And that was enough to get him killed. Wild. That position does not look like it's close, but it's actually a lot closer than it seems. Focus growth is okay, because it is draw 2. And the heal isn't bad. Engine upgrade is useless. Gem trove is okay, but I don't want to play the morsels. Kindle is probably not worth the ember. I'm gonna go arm shop here. I'm gonna look for anything good. Many good options here. Fight Club's fine. You could play Overgrowth Carapace for your Awoken Hollow, but I think that there's not really a good reason to. It takes long, but maybe it's worth it. I don't know. Because maybe I need the 20/20 per round just to live in the Titans. Maybe it's safer. What's my deployment cost? It's just 2, right? So, but if I take this, I can't play anything else. I can't play the Crucible Warden if I take this. So it's kind of icky. Because I'm definitely not taking energy in a run with perils. For deployment, that's ridiculous. Fight Club Overgrowth Carapace. Fight Club is also okay, but not that great here. Plus 15 is sometimes very good. But I think it's not thrilling. Overgrowth Carapace. I'll take it. I have the money. If I late draw it, it's still fine. And then this is all bad. You could play Steward's Quarters here. Actually. I have a lot of money and this is free. It's shockingly kind of good. I think you'll be surprised by this one. I actually should have played Deployable Inferno Room just for this Kale. Nothing else, but just this Kale I should have played Deployable Inferno Room for. I think it's okay. I just didn't realize it. Any other Kale, I think it would have been fine to play how I did. I might be in some trouble here. It depends. Let me think about it for a second. I mean, you have to play this, right? You gotta play down here to try to catch these little honey boys. We can do Sentient top 4, Crucible Warden middle 4. Yeah, probably with the Shield Steward. We get a little bit of damage scaling on round start. And without perils, it's kind of sad. And I need to play this guy, because he's my heavy plan in this fight. Mortal Trade ever? I don't think so. I'm probably fine, but I don't want to risk it. And yeah, I think these Sphere Stewards will get us through the damage requirements to start this fight off. Awoken Hollow has no HP. And now he's dead. Help me, Antumbra Morsel. I think he's still dead, though. Weird. It's a little unlucky. I would have been fine if Kale went mid-4. I don't think this is, like, completely lost. It's not great. But I think we can still make our way out of here. Play this guy. Edge, edge. I think I just take the 11 now, because Kale's gonna come back soon. And I'll go Immortal Trade up here. Unfortunately, my frontliner has 15 HP. It is one of the many, many problems of this clan. One of the infinite problems of this clan, I would say. Oh, that's pretty vicious. It's okay, Sentient, you'll be alright. I have adaptive mutation. Man, I should have a second adaptive mutation now. That would make this all a lot nicer. One more adaptive mutation and we're not even under any threat here. I'm gonna heal the Sentient. I want to save this Shield Steward, but I'm a little worried I won't draw him in time. So I'm just gonna play him and then I'm gonna have to heal him. I want him to buffer 2 hits on Kale, but I think it's probably impossible. I gave him some rage, and then I adaptive mutationed him. He's a little bit tankier. I think it's about as much as we'll get out of adaptive. Oh, I didn't realize the Sentient was dying. Is that a problem? I don't think so. I have 10 rounds of damage shield locked in, plus 2 here, so I think I'm okay. We're closing in on Relentless. And the Spear Stewards did what I needed them to do. We're one-shotting the entire wave down here, so we just go Focused Growth. Oh, but without Cultivates, I can't Razor Sharp Edge anymore. Well, I guess I'll take you down to 1. It's the only HP that matters. And now you buffer 2, and then you buffer 10. I think we're fine, roughly. Scary looking fight though when your frontliner just drops dead immediately, isn't it? Yeah, we're okay. No problem. God, I hate Awoken Hollow. He's so bad, man. You have to like intrinsic a healing card or he just gets nuked. Please help my man. I hope he gets better. Trample Stone's very good. Definitely a winning line. And this is double draw always. Okay, so I hit everything I needed, which means we get to go Steel Shop now. Which is nice, this is definitely preferred because there's a duplicate over here. And now I just need you to show me a multi-strike. Oh, there's nothing else to do. Show me a multi-strike. Nice. Okay. I think we have taken what looked to be a very bad run and turned it into a not that bad, but still pretty bad run. I won't get intrinsic Umbra Stone, but the whole point of this deck is that it draws really fast. I am thinking I might want to just go plus 50 Awoken Hollow here, but the problem is that plus 50 Awoken Hollow still dies? That is the main issue. He's still dying, man. 65 HP, this man is fucked. It's probably Large Stone Awoken Hollow here, just to be safe in the next fight. And I'm gonna go ahead and dupe an adaptive mutation now. Wait, there's a duplicator outside. Save the 50 gold. I don't want to load up on too many of those. Yeah, you go to 160. This is probably fine. I might just tank like 60 damage on Savagery, and that's okay. One last look. Alright, good luck. Corruption fight is not my favorite fight to see here. Reanimate 2 front enemy unit is definitely death, and there's no reason to take it because I have taken risks earlier in my economy, and that has given me the luxury of not needing risks now. Let me use Shield Steward down here. He will buffer some corruption for us. We go Trample, and we go Perils, Restore, and that Restore gets us to the point where the Trample clears. Here's Lifesteal 4. Not bad. I think that what you have to do in this run is you have to play to your strengths, and your strength in this run is that we are Awoken, and Awoken draws a lot of cards. That's definitely the biggest point in Awoken's favor. Now, I know that the Carapace isn't going to do anything right now, and that's okay. That doesn't bother me much. This guy won't escape me. Yeah, Awoken draws a lot of cards, so you have to play to that as your really, like, your only hope for the future, I feel. Let's change the trample numbers. His damage taken went down. It's okay. And then his damage taken went up because of Rejuvenate. Oh, because this guy must have lived. Yeah, now he's living. If I take a little damage from this guy, it's no big deal, right? That's the thing. We have 134 Pyre HP and we have bad early scaling damage, so you kind of just have to consign him to his death. It's not so bad. Play this? No. I can't adaptive. Basically ever is what I think it's gonna feel like. Just because as soon as I do, everything falls apart. I could adaptive you and then Prismal Dust. That might be alright. Am I afraid of Rax? Yeah, a little bit. I probably shouldn't fuck around here. I should just take the 9. It's fine. Let's not fuck around. It's way safer to just tank 9 damage here than it is to set my Sentient up and waste my Prismal Dust. Did I get him with these? I might be able to get him if I play my offensive spells here. I think I can catch him like this. 52, 58. Yeah, just barely. And I think that's good. Wow, he's holding on. That's crazy. But with Trample, my Shattered Shell is clearing entire waves now. This is also a really good fight for Shattered Shell because he scales a bunch. No, I can't. I think it's really hard to play these adaptives unless I double up. I need to play them both in one go. That's how it feels anyway. Not that I need it here. You just gotta be aware that your Relentless isn't your strongest point. I'm good with this. I know what you're thinking. Your Relentless isn't your strongest point. You killed Rax really fast. Yeah, man, but he's scary. Letting Rax hit you twice, that's really frightening. I don't want any of these. Wildwood Custodian, probably not. Although you could actually pick this here. I think it's not that good, though. Just because of how important our first draw is. And we hit Furnace Tap in the final hour. No upgrades for it, but that's okay. I can go to the arms shop and maybe see something nice. I can go to the steel shop and look for Titanite, which is almost certainly worse because I took Large Stone. Yeah. So even though the duplicate and the removal are nice, I'm gonna go left. Blast Cannon, Boiler Room, Zone of Silence. Zone of Silence is really good here. Crown of the Eternal, that's also amazing. Wow, these are really good hits. These are bad. This is fine. Okay, so you're gonna play Zone of Silence, and that's really nice. Blast Cannon Boiler Room is a no. One roll. I don't know why I rolled this. There's never anything here. Bad habit. Oh, my alarm's going off. Hold on. Wake up. It's time to wake up. I'm awake. I'm awake. I think the playable overgrowth carapace is just terrible, man. I'm gonna go into here and I'm gonna duplicate. You gotta be careful because you fuck up your first turn draw and like your first cycle through the deck a little bit. But I'm gonna duplicate adaptive mutate. No, it's stupid. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't really need anything here. None of these dupes are all that good. I think I should just sit. Final answer, I think I'm gonna sit. Yeah, I'm gonna sit. I think it's all bad. My Life Mother's Pyre has done nothing for me today. Maybe because it's all I'm drawing to is perils, I dupe a perils so I draw to it more frequently. I think that's probably the idea. And then I'll purge a Spear Steward, and I'll purge a Shield Steward. I think that looks right. Okay. Savagery is definitely hard, and this clan combo struggles to deal with him. So this run is a very nice look at how you creatively fight this character. Now, what are we doing here? We're playing Sentient Bottom Floor because she will tank forever with Crown of the Eternal. We're playing Awoken Hollow, Shattered Shell, Steward's Quarters. Yeah, Steward's Quarters, Shield Steward here. This gives me a turn to find a way to stop Awoken Hollow from getting his shit rocked. It actually should be good enough. And then we top deck everything. This is amazing. So Sentient, a big thing about the Sentient that people don't really realize, actually, a big thing about this fight in general is that other than this enemy and Seraph's Rage, this is the lowest damage fight in the game. And I know that you're gonna go like, oh, the lowest damage fight in the game, but I got hit for 100 on turn 1. Yeah, once you survive this hit and your melee weakness is cleared, which is only at the start of the fight, once you survive that, this fight does a lot less damage than every other fight. Corruption does like insane. Corruption kills you. Corruption did 2,000 damage to me once in Relentless. That fight is a lot of damage. This fight, ultimately, you're only taking, what is this, like 16, you're taking 32 counting the rage hit here. That is nothing for the end of the game, right? That is no damage. So once you reach a point where you're like stable, the hard parts are dealing with the little pings of damage, and we're going to be stable here because we have Crown of the Eternal, so the Sentient will never die, I believe. I don't think they ever do 160 in a round. And so now, we just kind of sit here. We have Zone of Silence middle. I'm going to take 20 damage, I believe, from the actual enemies that spawn in Relentless, which, again, I've always said I think is really bullshit, that enemies that have resolves that hit your Pyre spawn in Relentless. I think it's probably my least favorite thing in this game. Maybe not true, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Sentient will just sit here. She'll also cultivate this whole time, so she'll sit tight. She'll hang tough. So now it's just about damage scaling. Is it best to play a bunch of perils? I think it's fine on a turn where I get focused growth as well, because I want to draw to trample is the problem. So I might need to draw peril so that I get to trample. But yeah, at this point the Sentient's immortal. Crown of the Eternal lets us play top floor on Savagery Seraph, which is not something you get to do very often. And now we throw in a trample, and then we will start clearing. Double heavies might be a little trouble, but we are to a point now where we just kill these guys in 2 turns. So a very nice set of hits. I don't think that this one was particularly lucky. I think this was mostly just I hit different pieces for Savagery throughout the run. There's always something. I think that if you feel like me winning these runs, like this run specifically, if you feel like me winning this run is luck and not like the way that I can think about it, right? Or the way that I would say it. If you didn't see holdover perils in this run, there was something else. I think that you have to hit something. It's the nature of these games. There was definitely something to do in this run if you don't see this other thing. I do think that at some point I will actually do, because I've had a few people ask me about doing the cursed seeds, like you send me seeds that you lost on and I play them. And I think that that would be interesting to do and like talk you through, you know? Oh yeah, I should say as well, I don't think I'm gonna do the Monster Train 1 plans tiers. I'm probably not gonna do many more tier lists in general. The tier lists did not do very well. Like all of the guide content after the first ones didn't do very well. So I think I'm gonna just stop doing guide content. Sorry, but you know, people didn't watch them. So, people did watch them, but they watched them at a reduced rate. And it was like more effort for less value. So I think though I will do like an all cards tier list with Cranberry towards the end of this game. But that's probably it. I don't think I'm gonna do much more. It is just how it goes, I'm afraid. Sentient might actually kill those amalgams. If I start boosting her, because she heals to full, if I give her Immortal Trade, I think she'll kill the amalgams. Here, Sentient, go crazy. Go nuts on him. Beat ass. I can turn off the autopilot for a second. Because I can potentially get out of this with no death. Or with no damage taken. And a top 4 Savagery with no damage taken would be amazing. Damn, she could win this. Damn, Sentient. She almost kills his ass. Okay, those ones weren't good. If I got another lifesteal draw there, she would have won that. Nice. Good work, Sentient. You tell him, killer. But no, even though at the end of this fight it looks like oh, you said you had bad scaling, but you're ending with like a 400 times 2 quick sweep. Yeah, it's not really true though, of course, and it's like a bad faith point to make, of course. But the reason that it's bad scaling here is because it's slow to start, right? This is not good. There's a lot of very clear problems with this. It's slow to start this scaling. It takes time to actually get to the point where you're killing these enemies. So you need to be looking for other things throughout your run to help out. The big one here is Root Split Mask. Root Split Mask, very, very good. Top 4 Savagery, and I took 0 damage. That is not normal. Okay, 134 damage, or 134 HP into the Titans, and we just survived Savagery Seraph. I think we have no worries. An interesting run, though. I think definitely from the outset, you show me Awoken Umbra into Savagery Seraph, and I go, Yeah, you do have to go double Awoken Banner. That's like the big thing. You have to leverage the fact that you have a pretty strong early game from Umbra to skip the first Steel Shop. That's probably the most important thing in this run. The most impactful thing I did was not go to that first Steel Shop. Don't autopilot there. Yeah, go get him, Shield Steward. Now, I don't have any way to silence Savagery, of course, so we are just sitting. Overgrowth Carapace. Wow. I should tank this. While I'm weak and my damage hasn't scaled, I should tank this. And I don't want to play Immortal Trades because what if I miss my draw, right? What if I don't draw Perils and I just have to pass a turn? I didn't, but what if I did? It would be very bad. Adaptive Mutation, even though it hasn't done a lot for us, it did save me in Kale, so I'm not gonna say it was a bad take. I think it's the sort of card you just pick because it might do something for you. Yeah, I don't need to adaptive anything here. It is gonna be a pretty long fight because it's gonna take a while to kill Savagery with this team composition. I do believe it's gonna be a while. Maybe if I have a turn for it, we can try to adaptive to speed this fight along. I think that might be the idea, in fact. Damn, man, you don't win that? I'm shocked. But yeah, the other thing, too, is I took Overgrowth Carapace for this fight because you're gaining 20 HP per turn, which should give you a nice lead on the corruption stacking in a longer fight. Oh, what a draw. I love when I draw 5 curses. It's like I'm playing Pyre of Entropy, man. How lovely. I should probably use morsels to tank some of this corruption for me, though, actually. Seems pretty right. Yeah, fun run. I had a good time. I do feel a little bit of despair at the start of a lot of these runs. Which is probably good, because I was on high alert in this one. I think I'm going to lose when I don't feel despair. This run, I felt a lot of despair when I saw this clan combo. This is definitely a scary one. I do think, people are asking me often, what do I think I'm going to lose the streak on? I've said I think it's Luna Coven in the past, but I don't think that anymore. I've said Luna Coven because I think Luna Coven has some really, really toxic, terrible starts with Ekka, but I don't think it anymore. I actually think I'm going to lose the streak to Awoken. This clan fucking sucks, man. This clan is so dog shit. It's terrible. I should play this middle. I need to play Damage Shield on my Awoken Hollow before Savagery gets to me again. So I need to stop playing Razor Sharp Edge, basically. I don't care about all this incant. Oh, are you just dead? Damn, he's just dead. Well, that's not great. Might have to play the Sentient in this fight, actually. 248 HP? Unfortunately, my clan can't heal through that. Should take and Unleash the Wildwood. Hey man, go get him, killer. 131 times 2. Go get him, killer. Hold the line, Sentient. 59 corruption. She does not care. Yeah, alright, we're chilling. All good. Why did I Razor Sharp Edge? I think I said explicitly I needed to stop playing it. And then I fell for it again. I think the 18 damage shield should cover me here. I'm telling you, man, if you see Prismal Dust in the early game, you should probably just pick it. I don't know how many times I've been in this spot, but it's like, man, I'm dying. Something really bad is happening. Oh, I just Prismal Dusted for like 60. Thanks, Prismal Dust. My hero. Alright, next time we see him is lethal. It's now guaranteed. Awoken Hollow is so bad, man. And I know it's like, I'm calling him bad even though I just didn't support him. It's so, like, it's so awful that you have to take cards to dedicate to your shitty tank. I have to, like, other clans don't have to do this. Do they? Maybe they do. I guess Luna Coven does. But I feel like a lot of other clans, you don't have to put so much effort into keeping your tank alive. I gave him an Overgrowth Carapace. What more could he want? Maybe I just hate him. Yeah, we finally draw it, by the way. At long last. Adaptive mutation. Adaptive mutation. I learned something recently, by the way. An interesting piece of information. Let me slow this down to 1 for you. When you have a sweeper like Shattered Shell with a trigger that kills the Herald with his attack, he kills them and then the trigger goes. So he actually gains value for this from the slays. Watch this one. See? He gets the slays even though he was silenced. I didn't know that. Very cool. And just a casual 50 damage Titans. All things considered, it's just a long fight, right? 50 damage, but it's 50 damage because I tanked the curse, and also it's a long fight because it's a long road to killing with a single scaling sweeper that's scaling fairly slowly. 54 damage taken. 54 damage is average for a single floor setup, but that's not average for a double floor setup, I feel. And we buffered a 5 at the start of the fight. All good, no big deal. Good run. And I think no undos. We go with new personal best for Ember Drain applied. Cool. Yeah, no undos. Cool. Interesting run. Definitely something to speak on here. Shout out to Awoken Umbra. Very scary. And yet again, the streamer plays another boring quick sweeper line. Yawn. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.